us to be here today, isn't it?
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Love has gone a long way, as we'll find out later on in the sermon. It's gone a long way for you and I.
Amen.
And we have to kind of continue to go as love shows it, huh? I don't have to tell you I love you.
Amen.
I can show you I love you.
Amen.
I don't have to say a word, but you know I love you.
Amen.
Huh? I like to tell people all the time, you know, we as Christians, we love, and there's absolutely nothing that the world can do about it. You know, we love you. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Amen.
Nothing you can do to change that.
Amen.
Huh?
Amen.
Jesus loved us and went to the cross for us. There's absolutely nothing that we could do about it.
Amen.
There's nothing. All for us. In our text today, and again, we talk about love. And if we want to talk about a text or a title here, we would simply choose something simple like the gift of love.
All
you
right.
do know that God's love for us is a gift, right?
Amen.
We didn't earn it.
Amen.
You did nothing to earn it.
So
He
not.
gave it freely.
Yes, he
It's
did.
a gift to us. So I'm here today to talk to you true love about love.
Amen.
Huh?
Amen.
So if anybody knows about love, true love, then it has to be true love. Y'all got that?
Amen.
True love about love.
Amen.
And as a sub-thought there, maybe sometimes we ask ourselves questions sometimes, you know. Yeah, in the songs of a great writer, what's love got to do with it, huh? Ask yourself this question. What does love have to do with it?
Everything. All right.
Say it, everything.
Amen.
Love has everything to
So
do
now.
with it. And we'll talk about that a little later. But here in our text today, we mentioned that song, what's love have to do with it? That's one of Tina Turner's thing, right?
Yeah.
Those of us that are old enough know something about that song, right? She talks about love in that song a little bit. She talks a little bit about love. She talks about love being a second-hand emotion.
All right.
It's a second-hand emotion, you know. And what's that got to do with anything? Because it's second-hand. Well, with God's children, love is not a second-hand.
That's
emotion.
right. Amen.
It is first-hand.
Sure not.
It is, you begin with love. And
Amen.
we'll talk about that a little bit later. But he says now, she says in her song, that she says, what's love got to do with it? And she calls it an old-fashioned notion.
All right.
Huh? An old-fashioned notion. Well, she's right in the sense that it is an old-fashioned notion because love was here
Amen.
before we got here.
That's right.
Huh?
That's
Love
right.
was here. Love had to do with creating what we're standing on right now.
Amen.
Love had to do with creating you and I today. That's what love has to do with.
All right.
It has to do with everything that we know about, everything that we're capable of even discerning. Love has something to do with it.
Amen. Amen.
In 1 Corinthians here, the love chapter here, Paul encourages love to address, and he's addressing division in the church. How many of you know you got some division in churches?
Amen.
We act like things are together, but there's some division, there's some strife going on. And I need to let you know something, that this thing in those churches, in these churches today that's going on, this division is not new.
Amen.
Huh? There is nothing new under the sun.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
not new. So whatever problems we're having in our churches today, we're not the only ones having.
That's
And
right.
we can kind of relate that even back to our personal issues. Whatever your personal issues are, I don't know what they are. I don't care to know what they are. But whatever they are, let me hip you to a little something that you're not the first person to have, and you're not going to be the last person.
Amen.
And that you didn't have to necessarily do anything for it to come that way. It just kind of happened.
All right.
But we as God's children know that they happen, and we deal with them with that respect, don't we? So we talk a little bit about the love chapter. So he says, he's talking about immorality and division in the churches. In the King James Version here, Paul uses that word love about 9 times in these 13 verses.
All right.
And he talks about love 9 times in these 13 verses. So if you're talking about 9 out of 13, then he's serious about the effects of love, about displaying love here in this chapter here.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
the key verse of 1 Corinthians in chapter 4 and 5 there, it contains some attributes for love here. Let's talk a little bit about some attributes of love here. He says now, love kind of suffered long. You know, how many of you kind of patient in here? You know, we don't like a lot of things that go on in our household and stuff like that, but because we love,
Yeah.
we kind of put up with it, don't we?
Yes.
Sometimes I might get on Sister Gucci's nerves, but she loves me, so she put up with a little something.
Uh-huh.
And then sometimes love hurts because she'll come back straighten some things out too.
All right.
You know, and that's love. That's love. But when she does it, she straightens them out in love, doesn't she?
Yes.
We straighten our children out in love, don't we?
Yes.
Sometimes love hurts.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
You know, mom used to say, well, this is going to hurt me, worse than it's going to hurt you. No. No. Meaning, emotionally, I don't want to do this, but I have to.
All right.
Huh? Emotionally, God, you know, if we can kind of give God some emotions, emotionally, he doesn't want to hurt us.
All right.
Yes.
Huh? But sometimes we put ourselves in a position to go through pain, don't we?
Yes.
Huh? He didn't do it, we did it, right? Huh?
Amen.
So love, charity, suffereth long. It suffers patience. Love is patience. I used to get in trouble on the job when I was working, and people would wonder why I could put up with so much. You know, when you got Christ and you got Jesus, you know, you don't let the world bother you.
Amen.
All right.
You know, I used to have representatives get mad at me because they couldn't make me mad.
My
You
Lord.
know, you know. So when you're in Christ, you can kind of walk that way.
That's right.
You kind of walk that way.
Yes.
You know. And he says now in Ephesians 4:2, he says, with all lowliness and meekness.
Yes.
That's what Paul tells the Ephesians, with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love. So he
Yes.
instructs us that we have to forbear one another. If I love you, I got to put up with some things. You know, we often make the peril of trying to raise and change somebody. You know, you get married and he's not what you think he ought to be, or she's not what you think you ought to be, and you try to change it.
All right.
All right.
I mean, you know, that don't work.
That
right?
don't work.
Amen.
That don't work.
Say that.
You know,
Amen.
you got it, you're in it, so you have to deal with what you have. Huh?
All
You
right
have to deal
now.
with what you have, and that's what love comes in.
All right.
You know, if you love him, if you love her, you're going to be there.
Show not.
Yeah.
Huh?
Show
You're going
not.
to be there. And I've seen it time and time again. If I love him and he loves me, there's going to be some things that are going to take place. He may not be where God wants him right now, but ultimately he gets there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Huh?
Amen.
All I have to do is be patient
All right
and keep
now.
doing what I'm doing.
All right now.
See, that's where we fall short. Sometimes we don't understand. We think because it's not happening. Even in our Sunday school lesson this morning, Paul didn't allow the terrorists to stop him, right?
Amen.
Yeah.
He didn't allow
Yeah.
he didn't allow them, knowing that they out to do him bodily harm, stop him from preaching the gospel of Christ.
Yeah.
Huh? He just moved on, right?
Amen.
Yeah.
Moved on somewhere else. So that's
Amen.
what love teaches us. Love teaches us to hold on. And
Amen.
as the young people lesson said, love teaches us to hang in there.
That's right.
That's right.
You got to hang in there because, you know, you made the commitment. What God has put together, no man, no devil, no anybody can put asunder.
Amen.
So you have to hang in there
That's right.
and deal with it. So
Amen.
Amen. Paul tells the Ephesians about love and all lowliness and meekness. See, I have to be humble when it comes to love. You know, sometimes I can't say to Sister Gooch at the last moment some things that may come to my head. You know, I can't do that because that wouldn't be right. You know,
Amen.
I love her enough to hold that.
All right.
You know, so he says in the second thing he says that charity, love is kind. Okay, it's kind. It's suffered long. That means it's patient. Now, love is kind. So if I'm patient, I might be hurting, I might be mad, but I still got to be kind.
Amen.
Huh? It's kind of hard for the world, isn't it?
All
That's
right
right.
I still got to be kind. I still got to be hospitable. Although I'm mad, excuse the expression, as hell. You know,
now. Show not now. Preach.
I still got to be hospitable because I'm mad. You know, I'm mad. Now sometimes I can get mad, and she won't even know I'm mad.
All right.
And that's what you got. That's what you got to do. Love is kind. That means, you know, it's kind. I'm going to show hospitality everywhere I go. You're not going to know whether I'm mad or not,
All
unless
right.
I tell you. You know. Then he says, love or charity or love envy it not. Love doesn't want what you have. Huh? You know, when we envy, we want something somebody has, be it
That's
position,
right.
be it possession,
Show not.
position or possession.
Yes.
You know, that's what we want.
Amen.
And not because we desire for any specific reason, but because somebody else has it.
Show
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
We do that. See, we do some things. We want some stuff because somebody else has some stuff.
Right.
And we don't know what we're going to do with that stuff.
Show
We
not.
just want it. Why do you want it? Because so-and-so got it.
That's
And I
right.
think I ought to have it.
Show
Huh?
not.
Yeah, I think I ought to have it. So, if you know, we used to say, well, if so-and-so is going to hell in a little rowboat, you going to get in there with it? Huh?
I know.
Huh? Just when he's going,
Yeah.
you want to go with him? So love envy or not. He says in Galatians, Paul writes to Galatians in 5:26, he says, let us not be desirous of vain glory. So all these things that we're looking for is vain. Guess what? They're vain because you can't take it with you, right? Anything that you have on your person, even your person, is vain because it's not going with you. It's not going with you. All that's going is the soul that God breathed into you a long time ago. That's all that's going. That's all that's going. So anything else that you're fighting about, that you're fussing and fighting about, it's all in vain. It's all in vain. Envy is not. He says, let us not be desirous. You know, it's not envious of vain glory. It's vain glory. You know, our leaders, our people that in the Sunday school lesson kind of mentions that. Well, these guys on Mars Hills, these intellectuals were standing there talking, showing all that they had and sitting and talking. And Paul stood right in the middle of it.
Right.
He stood boldly.
Amen.
He didn't sit down. He stood boldly in front of a lot of sitting dignitaries that thought they were all landing a bag of chips, and told them about the goodness of God. Told them about the gospel of Jesus Christ. So it envieth not. It's not desirous of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. And you know, love doesn't do that. You know, if I love you, I'm not going to do anything that's going to cause you to do something. You know? And by the way, if I do something that causes you to do something, who are you going to blame? It happened from the very beginning, didn't it? Somebody said something about that woman you gave me. Yeah, that's why I ate off the tree. Because that woman you gave me. I didn't take any responsibility.
Right.
But I am responsible.
Amen.
As God's head, I have to be responsible. So love envy is not. It doesn't envy. It vaunteth not itself. Now love doesn't lift itself. You know, I'm no better than you because I love. Because you have the same capacity, don't you? It vaunteth not itself. It's not boastful. It's really what I'm talking about. You know, I love everybody. You know, I don't have to tell everybody. I don't walk around telling you that I love you. You know, I love everybody. And be careful because somebody has to say it. You know, if he got to say it, then there's some issues there. He has to say it, there's some issues there. So it's vaunteth not itself. It's not boastful. It's not puffed up. In other words, it's not prideful. You know, I don't carry myself around. I have a reasonably attractive, a beautiful wife. I walk around talking about it. Yeah, but I got my eye on it though. You know, I don't walk around talking about it. You know, I don't have to do that.
That's right.
I have to display and show my love in other ways. So it's not boastful. I don't boast about what I have and all of that because, see, I'm humble enough to know that I don't have anything. It all belongs to Him.
Praise God.
It all belongs to Him.
Praise God.
So it's not vaunted. You know, and if you notice, all these characteristics that we're talking about love are simple, humble characteristics.
Yes.
Love is servitude. Love is service. Love is not about me being on top or whatever. As a matter of fact, it's just the opposite. It's about me being the one that has to do it, that will do it.
Amen.
You know, I often ask the question sometimes in sermons and classes and stuff. I said, well, you know, as a man of the house, and these are for the men in the house, as a man of the house, God left it with us. So that means we're responsible. So we have to take the responsibility of being the head of the household.
Amen.
So that means in the household,
Amen.
if anybody has to suffer in the household, guess who that should be?
All right.
It should be us.
That's right.
It has to be us because we're responsible for the family.
Amen.
And we need to take care of the family.
Amen.
So if anybody, I went so far as to say if anybody has to die, then they really got quiet. You know, if anybody has to die, you know, it's got to be the man. You know, you don't push your wife up to die for the family.
Amen.
I'm the head of the family.
Amen.
I'm the head of the family.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
You know, so we get a little bit more serious when we start talking like that. You know, get quiet.
Yeah.
But it's not puffed up. It's not ahead of everybody. As a matter of fact, it's behind everybody. I'm behind my family 100%. I'm supporting my family 100%. I'm providing for my family 100% because God allows me to do that. That's what love allows me to do. And then he says, love in Proverbs 13:10. He says, only by pride cometh contention. You know, if I'm proud and I carry myself like I'm proud, some people are going to not stand me. You know, I can't stand so.
Yeah.
You know, you've heard that. I can't stand for no reason. You don't know it. They just carry themselves like they got everything. They own
Yeah.
everything.
Sure enough.
And they kind of look down on me. I'm
Yeah.
just, I just can't stand it, Don't even know it. That's not love.